Namaste. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining. This is a Dharma yoga practice, approximately 90 minutes or so. Please, as always, practice in accordance with your abilities and your condition. Respect your limitations. Remember that all creation is experiencing this through you. So if you go to a place of pain or suffering or anxiety, this is what all beings are going to feel through you. So just keep that in mind so you practice with consciousness and mindfulness. So on that note, let's begin. Close the eyes. Bring the attention within. Before creation, what existed? God was always there in the midst of it all, and will still be there even beyond the ends of this universe. Attune your mind to that supreme divine consciousness that is within and all around. So we begin with the sound of Om 3 times to attract divine attention. Imagine you becoming one with all beings everywhere. Fix your mind on God alone. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering and enjoy this practice through our senses. May we always have a strong desire for the knowledge that liberates us from pain and suffering. And may we cherish no ill feelings against each other, only ever peace, love, joy, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. To make this practice even better in meditation, even more meaningful, and even more powerful, renounce all the fruits. Imagine this as your divine duty to all beings everywhere. Let's start off with spiritual breathing in order to connect with the divine essence as within. Bring the arms up, the palms slightly turned up from the fingertips. Inhale through the arms, everything you need, down into the spiritual heart. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold everything that you pulled in within the spiritual heart, in the center of the chest and right side of the physical heart. Exhale up through the arms. 2, 3, 4. It's just a breath that leaves. Everything you pulled in stays within. 6, 7, 8. Again, inhale everything that you need down through the arms into the spiritual heart. 3, 4. You have to visualize it flooding the body. 6, 7, 8. Hold it all in the heart. Hold the breath again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale out through the arms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. Inhale, bring in the best, down in through the fingertips, through the arms, into the spiritual heart. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it all in the heart. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, just the breath out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring the arms down now. So now we'll do purifier pranayama to purify all the psychic receptors within. There's countless numbers, over 350,000 of them all throughout the body. When they're fully purified and open, then you can realize more for yourself. The more you can realize for yourself, the more you can share with others. Everything, after all, is meant to be shared. The technique is inhale through the nose, both nostrils, 4 counts. Hold the breath for 12. As you hold the breath, you're engaging the throat in a root lock. And as you exhale for 8, you allow all the breath to leave out. You remove the locks. You release the locks. So imagine all the purifying effects going all the way up through the body, right up through the spine to the crown on the inhale. Exhale, you're allowing all the impurities to be pushed out of the body. So for the left hand, it's in Yana Mudra, the mudra of consciousness on the left knee. Right hand, second, third fingers fold down towards the palm is the Vishnu Mudra. When you turn the palm towards you, no longer Vishnu Mudra. We'll use the thumb for the right nostril, right ring finger for the left. For the locks, contract the root muscles, squeeze the perineum muscles together, pull the pelvic floor up towards the navel, push everything up and in. That's the root lock. For the throat lock, you bring the chest up as you're inhaling, not the shoulders, the chest, so that when you bring your chin on the chest, with the breath retention, your back stays straight. You don't want to hunch the back. And then the tongue through the mouth behind the teeth, the attention's at the space between your eyebrows. Okay, so let's begin. 4, 12, 8. Breathe out completely. Inhale for 4 counts. 3, 4. Hold the breath, apply the throat and root lock. 2, 3, 4. All the attention at the seat of divine perception at the space between your eyebrows. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale slowly through the left side. 2, 3, 4. Release the right ring finger. 6, 7, 8. Inhale again through both nostrils. 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath with the thumb and the ring finger blocking the nose nostrils. 4. Everything stops. All the mind activity, the mind, the body movements, and the emotions are frozen. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale out through the left side. Release the locks. 2, 3, 4. Completely empty by the 8 count. 6, 7, 8. Again, inhale. 3, 4. Hold the breath. Everything stops. All the attention at the space between your eyebrows, throat and root lock. 8, 9, 10, 11, out through the left side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. Inhale. 3, 4. Hold the breath. Keep the back straight. Remember, all the attention to space to your eyebrows. Learn to control the mind, or the mind will control you. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale out to the left side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. Inhale. 3, 4. Hold the breath. Everything again. All the attention to space between your eyebrows. All activity, the mind, the body, and emotions cease. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale out to the left side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take the right hand back down on the right knee in Yana Mudra. Take a moment to observe the state, the body, the mind, and the emotions. Have no expectations of what you should or should not observe. Have no concern as to what you observe. Be like the witness watching the body, the mind, and the emotions. So next one is do nadi stimulated pranayama. This helps to dislodge the impurities from wherever they're residing in the body. Eventually, these impurities will be brought into the bloodstream to be carried out of the body eventually. So you're producing vibrations to shake all those impurities out from wherever they're residing. So the technique is make sure your elbows at the height of the elbows. If your elbows come down, you're going to not have a strong connection. So you bring your index fingers right into the flaps of the ears, and this helps to amplify the sound. Pick a pitch where you feel it right in the center of the forebrow. It's about the pitch of a honeybee, a female honeybee. So it's about, you should feel the vibrations right in the center of the forebrow. Again, concentrate on those vibrations. Take the attention to the space between your eyebrows, and imagine all those impurities being shaken out from where they reside. So we're letting the sound to be carried on the breath. In between, we'll just lower the elbows, take a deep breath in, exhale back out, and then we'll start again the next cycle. We'll do it 3 times in total. Breathe out completely. Get ready, inhale. Plug the ears. Release, elbows down, breathe in, breathe out. Again, inhale, lift the elbows, the height of the shoulders. Elbows down, breathe in, breathe out. Last time, inhale, prepare. Release. Again, take a moment to be the witness watching the reaction of the mind, the body, and the emotions to your techniques. Remember to offer everything up. Now you have a couple of tools just here to purify the nadis. And now through the practice, we try to purify the body by bringing the body into a state of radiant health, moving the body, moving the joints. As well, we try to purify, clean up the behavior as well by seeing God in all the forms, cultivating compassion through the practice. So let's come to standing now. So we're going to start off with some warm-ups to prepare the body for the practice. Remember again to offer everything up. Make this a divine gift to all beings everywhere. So now shake the wrists. Move the hands very, very rapidly. Allow the hands to just hang off the wrists very, very loosely. And then make them fly up and down like the wings of a hummingbird. So fast you can't even see the fingers moving around like a blur. And now start to move the arms as though they're dead. Move the shoulder joints. Fly the head from one side to the other. And loosen up all the joints. And now bring your hands onto the hips. Circle the head. The ears come to the shoulders, the chin to the chest. If it feels more comfortable for you to do half circles, you can do that. If you're taking the head all the way around, try to bring the back of the head to the top of the back as well. Move according to your condition as always. Go in the other direction now. Around and around it goes. Like you can't stay on the neck. It's too heavy. It just rolls all the way around it. Good. And now the right arm up, left hand down. Circle the arms in opposite directions. Try not to think too much about it. Do it. If you start to notice you're doing a backstroke or front stroke like in swimming, then adjust. Left hand up, right hand down, and switch directions. The hands past the middle. Good. And now bring your arms up over the head. Tickle the opposite elbows, bend to the left, bounce. Try to get yourself deeper into stretch with each bounce. Go to the other side now. Push the hips and ribs out towards the left. Try not to make folds in the waist and the underside of the body, the right side. Go to the left again. Pull on the elbows. Try to keep all the movement in the side direction. Try not to hunch the back. Come forward. Bending forward. Go to the other side. And come back to the center and release. Next one's called Breath of Joy, so do it with enthusiasm and make it live up to its name. First 3 movements on the inhale. Last one on the exhale. Throw all the negativity out to the body with the exhale. Looks like this. Do it with me now. Throw the belly against the thighs. And one more. Just hang out here and now, allow the body to stop shaking and bouncing. And then roll your way back up. Good, now jump up and down. If you have knee issues, you can just lift the heels and just bounce. But if you can, try to get your feet to leave the ground completely. If you're like a child, if you stay like a child, you'll always be blissful and content. Good, try to do 360 turns in the air. Good, other way. Good. A few more jumps, up and down, very high. And then stop. Bring the arms out to the side now. If you need to, bring your left hand on a wall or a chair. Swing the right leg back and forth. Lean forward a little bit. Try to get your knee to the shoulder. Try to get your toes to the back of the head. Good, and then the other leg now. Loosen the hip joint and make the leg feel like a pendulum that's swinging out of control. And then release. Feet now together, arms by sides of the body. Inhale, rise up off the heels. Bring hands up over the head. Exhale, come back down. Slowly. Inhale again, pushing towards your toes, come up. Engage the core, engage the leg muscles. Exhale, back down. Always smooth movements, no jerks. Inhale, come up. Lengthen the navel. Exhale, float the arms down. Inhale, come up. Rise up tall. Good. Hold the position now. Interlace the fingers. Press the hands up as though you're trying to push your hands right through the roof. Exhale, come back down. Slowly lower the heels down. Bring the chin back onto the chest in a gesture of humbleness. Stay in this humble mindset throughout the practice. Let go of all expectations. Let go of all attachments to results. Do the practice simply because it must be done for the benefit of all. So now let's come to the front of the mat, Surya Namaskara, hands to the heart. Imagine we're all together physically, moving together as one, like a school of fish. To stay in the collective intention of offering, raise your arms up, arch back, engage the body from the upper back to support your movements. Now fold forward, bend your knees if you need to, or bring your hands flat on the ground. Right foot back, lower down the knee, drop down to the seat. Come into the high plank, knees down, the seat all the way back. Glide between the arms, flush the nose as come forward. Pull out into the sides body, take the head back, arch the back. 2 more times, take the seat back, come forward between the arms. Turn the fingers out a little bit. Pull the floor towards you, and this will propel the body forth more power. 1 more time, come forward. Make like a snake creep into the grass. As you glide, take your head up and coil like the serpent. Adho Mukha Savasana. Lift the seat, allow the head to come down. If you're flexible, you might be able to touch your forehead to the ground. Soften the line in the back. Now the right foot steps forward. If that's a difficult transition, you can bring the left knee down. Use the right hand to push the foot forward, or between your hands. And then the feet come together, Uttanasana, chest on the thighs, head down. Come all the way up to standing, reach up, arch back, as you see fit. Come back home, hands to heart. Go up and back. Breathe naturally, don't worry about the breath. Move the body, the breath will follow. And deliver more power and ease and graceful movements. Left foot back. High plank. Down go the knees, and then the seat all the way back. Come forward. Put yourself in the body of the serpent. Imagine how that boundless range of motion. Copy them physically, your form, the form that you're representing. Take the seat back, copy them mentally. Be regal and wise like the serpent. Roll the shoulders back. Good. 1 more time. Take the seat back. 3 times blessed and beyond. And those can imitate the form on all levels, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Tap into all the divine virtues of what you're representing. Adho Mukha Savasana. Lift the seat, head down, and then the left foot steps forward to the hands. Drop down to the feet, push the seat all the way forward. Then Uttanasana, the feet together. If you're flexible, try to get your feet in line with the heels, legs straight. Come all the way up to standing, raise your arms over the head. Come back home, hands to the heart. Raise your arms up. Fold the body down. Right foot back. Back knee down, drop down to the seat. Into the plank. Ashtanga Namaskara, knees, chest, forehead down. As you come forward, this time hips come in your hands. Lift your hips, knees away from ground. If you can, upward facing dog. Stay for a moment. Pulse. Push the shoulders back, the nose up. Visualize the dog howling at the moon. And become that image. Now, push into the hands, come back to downward facing dog. Here, pulse as well. Try to get your belly towards your thighs. Really sink the heart between your shoulder blades. Try to get your forehead down. If you're very flexible, maybe the nose and the chin can come down as well. Try not to bend the arms. Work the shoulders. Good. And then from here, the right foot steps to the hands. Uttanasana. Try not to detach the body from the legs. If you need to keep your knees bent, it's all perfect. Come up. Just do your best. And then back home, hands to heart. Reach up, cross Uttanasana, stand to tap into consciousness of each movement. Every movement tells a story of devotion, of surrender, of humility. Left foot back. Into the high plank. Ashtanga Namaskara, knees, chest, forehead down. Move to upward facing dog again. If you need to bend your toes under, you can. Push your chest forward. Open up the heart in every sense. Physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And then back into Adho Mukha Savasana. Picture a dog stretching its back. More importantly, embody the loyalty of the dog to its master, that beautiful quality. And then the left foot steps forward to the hands. Feet together, Uttanasana. Bow down in full humbleness. come all the way up to standing. Come back home. Adding on, raise your arms up, reach back. As you come down, bend your knees, land your belly on your thighs, and swing your hands right up over your shoulders. Chest with your thighs, try to get your chest below the knees. Reach the head towards the feet. And then the right foot back. Try not to lower the fingertips to the ground, so you bring them all the way forward, up over your head. Kapiyasana, bring your hands together, rock your shoulders back and forth, try to get your seats all the way forward. Look like a crescent moon, right here in the light. Try not to bend the arms, stay true to the form. There's no kinks in the line of a crescent moon. Now take your hands back down into high plank. You can do Ashtanga Namaskara if you're feeling stronger. Take your seat back, and you can move right through into upward facing dog, so dropping your legs and your knees to the ground. Arch the back, chest forward. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Raise your right leg up. Three-legged dog, and set the foot between your hands. Move the shoulders forward over your fingertips so the foot doesn't have the big heavy thump. Drop your feet all the way forward. Kapiyasana again. Lift the chest up away from the hips. Try not to make any fold to the lower back or the back of the neck. Come forward again, belly on your thighs. Swing your hands behind you. Again, again, touching fingers to the ground if possible. Chest on the thighs, head towards the feet. Come right up to standing. Reach up over the head. And come back home. Bury your mind deep in the heart. Watch body with even more power, grace, and ease. Hasta Uttanasana. Fold forward. Bend your knees. Push your body into your legs. Send your seat all the way up. The body flat against the legs if you're flexible. Forehead to the shins. And then the left foot goes back. Hold the breath as you bring the left foot back, so you make the transition smoothly. Right into Kapiyasana. Reach the arms all the way back. Try to get your index fingers over the toes eventually. And come back down. Into the high plank. Your entry choice into upward facing dog. Modify, you can come into cobra or baby cobra. Do according to your condition again. And back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left leg up, three-legged dog, Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Step the foot between the hands. Back knee down, right into Kapiyasana. Again, reach up, stretch with the toes all the way to the fingertips. Radiate your inner light, just like the moon reflects the light of the sun. Come forward again, belly on your thighs. Swing your hands back, hold the breath. The right foot comes in beside your left. Uttanasana. Come right to standing, raise your arms overhead, arch back. Come back home. We do that same sequence, that same variation again without stopping this time. Flow from one pose to the next. Reach up and go down. Connect all the movements seamlessly together like you're doing a divine dance of devotion. Right foot back. Right into Kapiyasana. Reach up and back. Come right back. Into upward facing dog. Back into downward facing dog. Right leg up. Step the foot between your hands. You have to see yourself in the practice you're trying to attain. With constant practice, with repetition and angry determination, you will realize everything eventually. Hands behind the back, left foot comes in to meet the right. Uttanasana. Come right up. Hasta Uttanasana. And come back. Whatever you don't realize in this lifetime, you just keep going in the next one. You pick up where you left off, but go as far as you can in this life, because you never know what's going to happen in the next lifetime. Always have karmas to resolve. So do your best to comport yourself in the best way possible, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Left foot back and spiritually. Raise your arms all the way up and back. Come right back. High plank into your upward facing dog or cobra. And then back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left leg up. Step the foot between the hands. Back knee down, jump down to the seat, reach up and back. Stretch. Good. And then come forward, belly on your thighs, hands behind the back. The right foot comes in to meet the left. Whatever happens in the practice and beyond the mat, remain unconcerned. Just dance with whatever happens. Be grateful for all experiences. Come back, hands to the heart. Good. So now one more different variation of sun salutation. So this time just follow me. Raise arms up over the head. Keep following me. Come back down. Uttanasana, sorry. Press into your hands. Jump or walk back into Chaturanga. Hovering just above the ground. Into upward facing dog. You modify by just coming right on your flat on your belly and come into cobra. Back into downward facing dog. Lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward. Jump or walk your feet to the hands. Come right up. Arch back. No stopping. Come right back down. Hands to the ground. Uttanasana. Hold your breath. Come back. Softly walking or hopping into low plank and upward facing dog. Back into downward facing dog. Prepare to come forward. And then come back. 2 more. Hands down. Belly against the side. Come back softly. Like a feather. No big heavy jump backs. No flailing. Okay, so bring your feet together. Come all the way forward and up and back down. And with this meant to build heat, so you have to move swiftly into upward facing dog, back into downward facing dog. Come forward, raise your hands up over the head, and return. Stay here now. From the heart, inhale the love from the heart up to the crown. Hold the breath. Imagine all the love going out to all beings everywhere. Exhale back down to the heart. You may establish a divine love towards all beings everywhere. Release. Divine love, the love for God, is the highest form of love. It goes way beyond any kind of human love. So stand on your left foot. We try to keep on cultivating that. Stand on your left foot now. Start off with ballet pose. So you can take your heel, the right heel up, and take it from the inside, from behind the heel. Bring the leg out. If you're having trouble opening the leg, you can hold underneath the knee. If you're having trouble bouncing, stand with your back against the wall, or bring your left hand on the wall. Wherever you are is perfect. Just try your best. Fingers and toes in the same line, or maybe higher if you're flexible. Lean to your left so your fingers and toes still stay on the same line. Look up, flex your foot to help with balance. Good, now here. Warning, hold the breath, so we're going to let go of the foot without dropping the foot. So let go of it slowly. Lean to your left, continue, so you can bring your left down. Don't let it touch the ground if you can. Right into gliding eagle. Bend your left knee, allow your belly to come onto your thigh, and then swing the right leg up behind you, high as possible, so it's higher than the head. The head's about the height of the knee. Arms up to the side. Imagine you're soaring down from a great height. If you have to modify, you can bring your fingertips down to the ground. And then when you find a balance, perhaps you can keep trying to take your fingers up off the ground every once in a while. Now press into your left foot, hold your breath, and come back. Try it on the other side now. Moving from one pose to the other like a shapeshifter. Standing on your right foot, take hold of the heel from the inside. Bring the leg out. Remember, whatever happens, be unconcerned. Stay like the wind is, watching the body moving all by itself. Again, adjust the height according to your flexibility. Everything offered up, every posture. Now again, hold the breath. Engage the muscles so when you let go of the foot, it doesn't drop. Lean to the right. Stay anchored down to the right foot as you swing, bring the leg down, and all the way back. If you can do it without touching your foot to the ground, perfect. If not, still perfect. Just try your best. Now arch your back, try to get your foot up higher than the head, point the toes, push your shoulders back. Imagine you're soaring, skimming through the air, skimming the surface of the ocean. Visualize in your mind, you become what you believe in your imagination. You become what you see in your imagination. Now press with the right foot and come right up. Charge the body, turn your palms forward, close your eyes. Inhale into the spine, best of the breath, bring it all the way up. Through the spine, up to the crown. Exhale, send it everywhere throughout the body. Share it with all beings as always. So now let's come to the back of the mat. Ardha Chandrasana. Left foot forward, left hand down, fingertips, stay in the fingertips, or if you can't, When you bring my leg up, if you can't open up your hip, you can use a block if you need to, but try with your hand to start. Go to your edge of your potential. You don't know until you try. If you keep on always going to the same place, in 20 years you'll still be in the same place. Open up the right hand. If this is too much, you can come onto your knee and you do it from here. Good. So now open up with the toes again. Now from here, bring the right hand down. Roll the right hip down so you're looking like you're lying on a table. Push the left shoulder back. Left hand starts on the seat. And if you can, raise the left arm up. Turn your chest all the way to your left. Shoulders one on top of the other eventually. Your hips are facing down. Good. Now bring the left hand down. Bring the right leg up again if you can, as high as you can. If you have tight hamstrings, you can bend your knee. But if you can't, keep your legs straight. The left hand comes to the outside of the foot, index finger along the heel. Try and get the right leg up higher and higher. And then gaze beyond your toes, walk your right hand close to the foot. So you can get your right hand on the inside of the foot, index finger again on the inside of the heel. Gaze beyond your toes. Now bring your hands down practice. You can bend your leg here if you like. Flex your foot, sometimes it helps to keep your body more compact. And then see if you can just start by lifting your left heel up off the ground. Push firmly into the ground, make sure your hand's not too far away from the foot. And then see if you can lift your hip, hold your breath, push off against your toes, push down into the ground. And just do this. If you find more balance, you can see if you can come up higher. Bring one leg all the way back behind you, so that you find a balance. You come forward, you just keep your lift. Pushing through the back foot. Go over. No big deal, you just land on your Urdhva Dandasana. Okay, so a few more times, push into the ground, so you can come up. Keep your knees bent, your feet flexed. This is the easier way to find balance. And then come back down. From here, roll your way up. Charge your body, turn your palms forward. Inhale into the spine again, everything you need. The best up to the crown. Exhale, send it everywhere throughout the body. Feel recharged, feel rejuvenated. Try it on the other foot now. So the right foot steps forward, the right hand down, in front of the right foot, lift the left leg up. Make sure again your hand's not too close to the foot, otherwise it'll be hard to open up the hip all the way. Open up, left foot comes up high as you can. The hip is over the heel. And then the next pose, the revolve version, bring the left hand back down onto the left of the right foot in front, underneath the shoulder. Right hand gets on the seat, and it's too difficult to raise your arm up because shoulder limitations, stay there. Otherwise, you can get the right arm up. Your leg is level with the ground, roughly, and the same line as the head and the hip. Right arm comes up, in line with your left arm. Good. Now bring the foot down, the hand down, sorry. So you can raise the left leg up higher as you can. Bend your knee if you have tight hamstrings, and then take your right hand to the foot, index finger along the outside the heel. Rest your belly on your thigh. You might need to bend your right knee to get your belly right on your thigh. Your gaze is right beyond your toes, and walk your left hand in closer and closer until eventually you can get right on the foot. Hold your breath. Good. Now from here, bring your hands back down on the ground on either side of the foot. Bend your left knee again, close to the heel, close to your seat. Flex the foot, bend the toes back, and then see if you can lift your right heel up off the ground. Even if you do this, you're setting up the foundations to come up eventually. Push into your hands if you feel comfortable. Hold your breath and see if you can come up. Push off the toes. Hold it as long as you can. Every determination. A few more tries. Good. And then come back down. From here, roll your way up. Turn the palms forward. Inhale, lights of every color into the body, up the spine to the crown. Exhale, send the light everywhere. Continue to radiate your light to all beings everywhere. Good. Now, let's continue. Let's do one more. Okay, so we're going to dance Natara Dasana. So we're going to take the right foot up. Hold the heel, hold the ankle and from the outside and bring it back. So if you don't have a lot of flexibility, you can just stay upright like this. Eventually bend your left knee, so sink more weight into your left foot, push the foot away from you. And then straighten out the leg. If you're having trouble balancing, you can bend your knee and bring your left hand to the ground. Or you can start with your head on the ground and just do it from here. Okay, so that's the option. Try to pull your foot away from your seat. If you had to balance, pull the foot towards your seat, take the foot in both hands, and push it away from you. Oops. So let's try that again. Whatever happens, remain unconcerned, unjudging. Just do your best. Bow pose. Bend your toes, come up the height of the head, chest forward. Break the pose. Bring the foot in front, however, so not finished quite yet. You can stay here with your hand on the outside, left hand on the outside of the right knee, your right hand on your seat. If you can, extend your right arm back. If you can, take hold of your foot from the outside, extend the leg, twist. Now from here, release, break the pulse. Try it on the other side now. Raise the left knee up. Take hold of the ankle from the outside and pull it up. Pull it back. Bring your hand up over the head and start to make your way into the pose. Lean forward a little bit. Push weight into your right foot by bending your right knee, and then as you push your foot away from your body, you can straighten out your leg again. You can stay in this form, or take your hand behind the foot, push the foot up, bow pose. Or you can bring your right hand on the ground. Okay, wherever you are, again, perfect. Offer up and do your best. Now bring the knee out in front. The right hand again can come to the outside of the knee, left hand on the seat. Turn your chest to your left. So you can take your left arm back and stay here, or slide your head down to the foot if you can. And push the foot all the way forward. Push to the base of the big toe especially. This helps to drive the leg in a straight line and to help you with balance as well. Roll the left hip down. Break the pose. Pull the knee in. Release. Turn your palms forward. Inhale. And the best. All the way up through the spine to the crown. Exhale, send it everywhere throughout your being, send it to all beings as well. So now stand in the middle of the mat, facing out the long edge of the mat. Your fingertips come together, in line with the elbows at the height of the shoulders, jump or walk your feet apart, turn to your left. So you can go a little bit lower. If you're flexible, try and get your seat nice and low, your back knee very close, about a few inches from the ground, your knee over the left knee over the toes. Look forward over the front hand, embody all the determination, the courage, and the strength, the power of the warrior. And now from here, we're going to take the hands behind the back, pull hands down, lift the chest, allow the head to go back, and here, make sure the right foot, that outer edge of the right foot is down, push the left hip back a little bit, but try not to raise the hip. Bring your body to the right a little bit, humble warrior, so you can get your forehead down to the ground beside your foot. If it's too much, you can lower the right knee down and do it from here. Express the humbleness of a warrior. Wherever you are again, just offer up the pose, embody the consciousness of the pose. the humility, the surrender. And now from here, break the pose, bring your head back up, lower the back knee down, turn forward, Kapyasana again. Pull your arms all the way up and push them back again behind the outside or behind the ears. If you know any variations, you can go ahead. If you want, you can take the right foot up. Or you can start here, left hand on your knee, right hand turn to the right, and just slide your hand down to the foot. You can stay here, just concentrate on lengthen the side body. Or take the foot into the arm, push the foot against the inside of the arm, left arm out. This is Uttanasana, spear pose. If you can go further, bring the foot up to the shoulder, leaning towards the foot. The fingers come close to the ear. The right hand, so the left hand can find it more easily. Come into swan. You can even go further from here. You can take your foot from over the toes, tuck your chin in, after bring your head back, pull the foot towards the left, and then your foot's on the head. Lots of different tricks to come to the pose. You just need to practice, repeat, and then you find your tricks to come to the pose more efficiently. Stay in the pose, offer up the pose, become one with the form. So this, again, any expression you want, where you find the edge of your potential. Now break the pose. Come down with your hands on the ground, move inside the foot. Move the left foot out to the edge of the mat. And then slide the back and forth. Try to get your hips to sink. Your hips should feel heavy like lead. And then push to the right for one more time. Lower the knee. If your hips are low enough, you can probably fall onto your right forearm and then roll back to your left. Try to have both sides of your hips equally close to the ground. Eventually, when your hips are anchored down, the rest of the body will follow. The pelvis, the belly, and eventually the chest. If your hips are not close to the ground, stay on your hands, but keep on pushing your hips down. Imagine there's a big weight sitting on top of your seat. So if you're very flexible, you're on it. You can bring your chest down. Make sure your knee's not falling out to the side, nor this. So if you have either of these happening, then it'll be difficult to take other variations. Have your knee close to the shoulder. You can stretch your arms out. Left armpit's underneath the foot. Maybe you can take your arm over your foot, underneath your leg from the outside, and then join your hands over your back. Try to get your back lower than the knee. Come into stillness. Merge as the form. And every opportunity you get, try to meditate in the pose. Eventually it becomes possible in every pose. Now break the pose, come back up. Good from here, since you're here, Visvamikrasana. So from here, you can keep your back knee on the ground. Starters, you can take your left shoulder, if you can, in behind the knee. Push the back knee into the shoulder. And you can start by bringing your left arm up, keep one hand on the ground, maybe both hands up. So you're hovering above the ground. Keep pushing the front shoulder into the back of the knee. If you can, hold your breath, lift the back knee up off the ground. Hover above the ground again, like a low plank. You want to go further, lean to your left a little bit, allow the leg to sit on your arm. Your foot comes up. Keep pressing the back of the knee, extend your leg, extend your arm. Visvamikrasana. If you have the flexibility, you can hold the foot from the outside and push it all the way forward. It goes over the head. Lots of different expressions. Now break the pose, bring the left foot back down, lower the knee and come up. Getting all the transitions smoothly. Done. Executed. So now the legs are like a box. From the side it should look like this. Take hands to hips. See if you can lift your left foot up. Comes up easily. It's in the right place. Anchored down, the right arm up. Ankle the total knee towards the right so you can get your arm all the way down. On the outside, the armpit on the outside of the knee, eventually left hand on the right. Push down until the belly comes high with the thighs, center of the chest comes up towards, And behind the thumb, roll the left shoulder all the way back. Pull the left hip back, the head forward. If you want, you can push your seat back. Make sure your elbows in the space close to the knee, underneath the knee. Push your hips back and just you can worm your hand underneath. Use your left hand to assist. Left arm goes over the back, join your hands together, and then you have the bind, left shoulder back. If you want, you can take the back knee up off the ground. Hold the breath. Push into reach your toes, then the heel back. Try not to allow the back knee to sag or the hips to sag. Keep turning. Break the pose. From here, as you do this way, keep the back knee and then spin. Make your way back to center between your legs. Come all the way up to standing. Go to the other side now. Turn the right foot forward. The Uppadasana. Keep your arms level with the shoulders. Make sure this is not happening in the back. Make sure the back arm is straight out in the line of the shoulder. Look over the front hand again. Be fierce and mighty and devoted like the warrior. All the qualities are already within. You just have to turn them on. Now take your hands behind the back. Pull the hands down. Lift the chest. Allow the head to go back. And come forward. Again, push. Make sure the left edge, right foot is down. Pull the right hip back a little bit without raising if possible. Go to your left so you can get your head down beside your foot. Express humility. Do the modifications as you need to. Bring your left knee down if it's too much. Remember, all creations experiencing this too, so to live the best experience. Now from here, come up partway, hands to the ground, turn forward, back knee on the ground, back foot flat. Kapiyasana, arch back. Lift through the heart. Set your sight time in every sense. Again, if you have other variations, go ahead. You can turn to your left a little, slide your left hand to the foot, or build the poses gradually. You can get your foot up, then you can push it against the arm into spear. Eventually, maybe you can bend your arm up so the fingers are close to the ear, the right hand comes across your face, and then you lock your fingers together and you push your foot away from your shoulder. Swan. You want to keep going, push the foot towards shoulder again, take the foot from the above, allow the head to drop back, and then bring the foot to the right, and it'll find its way to the head. Keep your seat all the way forward. Be curious in your practice. Keep exploring, keep moving. Now, break the pose. Prepare for lizard. Move the right foot to the edge of the mat, and then the left knee comes up. Push back and forth. And then send the left foot back more and more. Lower the knee down, flatten out the toes. If you can, fall to your left again, landing on your elbow, and then roll back to the right. Make sure that both sides, your right hip is falling towards the ground as well. Your right side is deep, coming towards the ground. And if you're flexible, again, make your way all the way down. Try to get your back lower than your knee. So eventually, even if you stay on the hands, keep pushing your telescope in your chest and head forward. The body will flatten and come lower and lower to the ground. It will approach the ground if you keep on lengthening. Do any expression you like. Stretch out your arms. Put your thighs on your chest, or take the right arm underneath the leg. On the outside, join your hands over your back. Fix your gaze at the lizard. Imitate it in all ways. Through your meditation, you're trying to merge with the divine, which is within each and every being. There's an equal portion of God in every living being. Attune your mind to the supreme divine consciousness that is within and all around and in all forms. Now come back onto the hands. Prepare prepare for Viswamikasana. So lots of different options. You can take again, lean back, push hips back, try to get your right shoulder in behind the knee and push against the back of the knee. So next step, we keep pushing the knee against the front shoulder against the back of the knee. Lift one arm up, maybe lift the other arm up. Your body has to be close to the ground. If you want, hold your breath, take the back knee up off the ground. You can stay here with one or both hands on the ground. Want to keep going, right hand on the outside of the foot, flatten your left foot, turn to your left, and then pick up the right foot, squeeze it in towards the chest, and then push it out, push into the back of the knee, send the foot out, left arm can come up, or if you have the flexibility, take hold of the edge of the foot and pull it back in. To keep pushing against the back of the knee with the back of the right arm. Bring the foot back down. From here, lower the back knee down, slide the right foot in, come upright. Into Parivrita Pashakanasana. No, that's not it. I lost my train of thought. Raise the left arm up, turn towards the left here, and then go down. I think that is Parivrita Pashakanasana. Yes, that's it. So get your left shoulder on the outside of the knee, right hand push into your left, and push very hard until again your belly comes over the thigh. You can stay, roll the right shoulder back first, and then so you can take your left foot up off the ground. Now sometimes it's easier to take the bind from here to have more space underneath your legs. You're not obstructed by the left leg. Take your left, bring your left shoulder in a little bit. Your elbow in, underneath your leg. Use your right hand to guide the right arm underneath, left arm underneath. And then the right arm goes over your back. Join your hands together. Pull on your hands. Try to get your right shoulder back. Push out to the back foot. Turn your chest all the way up. Every pose says, I'm yours. Grab me higher devotion. Take me. Now break the pause. Come back to plank. High plank, and then come into Vasisthasana with the left hand more in front of the nose. You just have to turn on your feet. Stay on the edge of your feet. Your ankles can stay crossed. Come back to high plank. Go on the other side now. Move the right hand more to the left in front of the nose. Your hand is in front of the shoulder a little bit, so this remind you to keep your right arm fully extended. Don't drop into the shoulder. If you start to drop into the shoulder and extend for the hips, just lower the right knee down. Be careful of your joints as always. Come back to high plank. Lower down on your knees. And stand upright. So from here, Gomukhasana. If you can, bring the right foot forward. And bring the knee in front of the left knee. The left foot comes out to the left. Right foot comes out to the left, and your left foot goes out to the right. And you sit between your feet. Try not to sit on your feet. They should be beside your hips. Your knees on top of one another. If this is too much, if you can't get both sides of your seat down, you can either sit on a block, sit higher, or just simply sit with your knees together and sit on your feet, your heels. Okay, so you can do it this way. The right arm up. Use the left hand to guide the elbow further up and push it down. The hand all the way back down the back, center of the back. If you have the mobility to do so, you take your left arm down and up the back and join your hands behind there. Pull on the hands, try to get your hands towards the lower back. Lean back, listen your heart. Make sure your face stays soft. No strain, no pain. Otherwise, your mind doesn't have the ability to come into quietness. It's always struggling. Bit by bit, through the practice, your body gets stronger, more flexible, and then you'll be able to hold the poses with more ease. You go further and further with the pose. You merge more and more of the divine within the pose. release. Bring elbow down, release. Try the other side now. So come back standing up. If you did the Gomukhasana, the full pose, left foot now comes in front. So bring your left knee down from the right. Your toes come out to the right. Your right toes go to your left and come down. Between your feet again. Try to have your knees one on top of the other. Both sides of seat are down, left arm up. Take hold of the elbow and push it down on it. Push it back behind your head. Anchor in place in the back of the head. So your hands, your elbows should be eventually in the same line almost, if you can. Right in the line of the center of the head. Try not to have your arms out to the side like this. Okay, so try to have your elbows in line with your head in the center. Right down the center line of the body. Keep pulling on the hand that's above you. Pull on the hands that are behind the back. Try to get your hands lower and lower down towards the lower back. Break the pose, get the chin in and release. So from here, one more round of Vasisthasana. Dharmaji likes to do a few rounds. So we'll do the next one. You can do the same one as you did before. You can stay on the knee if you need to modify. You can take your leg up and hold the foot. So get creative with your poses. Just try to find the edge of potential. If you want, you start in plank. You go on your left hand to the right. And then from here you can move into Urdhva Dhanurasana or into try to take your right foot up. Slide your right toes back. Alongside the knee, turn on the left foot. Start pushing your hips all the way up. Make sure the inside edge of the left foot is down. Left arm is fully extended. If your hips are high, see if you can take your right foot up off the ground. Try not to bend your left knee too much. If you bend your knee, you sink, and it's going to be harder again to take the right foot up off the ground. If you can get your foot up easily, hold the knee. If you want, more advanced practitioners, more flexible, can take hold of the foot. Another option is just keep spinning on your hands. And we come into Urdhva Dhanurasana. And then a beautiful transition. So now turn back, spin on the hands, spin on the foot, keep your hips high, your arm extended. Come back into plank, go on the other hand now. Go to your left. Any variation, including just the basic form, still perfect, just do your best. Bit by bit, the mind will become more comfortable with exploring the other variations. You don't have to rush it, just wait for it to come. With the tapas, with the inner fire burning, eventually the mind becomes enthusiastic and wants to try more things. And that's how you make progress. Through the effort, through trying, being receptive to all experiences. Now break the pose, gently return to plank, and from here jump to the front of the mat, come into the squat. Bring your feet out a little bit more, turn the toes outwards, coming into Kakasana, crow pose. If, of course, you're more efficient in the practice, you can do Bakasana with your arms straight. I'll demonstrate Kakasana. Advanced practitioners go into Bakasana if you like. So push the back of the arms into the insides of the legs. Bring your hands down in front of your feet. Lift your heels. Straighten your arms. Shoulders over the fingertips. Hold your breath. Keep squeezing the insides of the legs against the arms. Right to the ankles. And then hold your breath so you can bring your toes away from the ground. Just flex your feet. Even just one foot at a time. Dive from one foot to the other. If you're comfortable here, you can tuck your chin in. Press into your hands, and then bring your forehead down softly. Try not to fall hard on your head. Keep control of movements. Come into teddy bear. So you can lift one knee up off the knee. Maybe eventually one leg all the way back, one leg forward, stays in front. Keep your legs close to your body so it's easier to balance. Those you want can take your legs all the way up And stay in your headstand. Well, you come onto your fingertips, turn the palms towards you, fingers away, peel off one finger at a time until you're just on the very tip of the index fingers, just on the fingernail, almost all the way down your head. Of course, you do this with mindfulness, and do this if you feel comfortable in the pose and you don't have any issues with having weight on your head. Okay, if this is all too much, come into carrot pose. Keep your knees, just come into starting child's pose, bring your forehead down and just lift your seat. Try to get your upper back up. And then you're going to push the belly button right to the base, the back body, lower back, and that heart between your shoulder blades. Too much pressure on the back of the head, just move your head forward a little bit. Stay longer. Those in the headstand can do whatever they want, can try variations with their hand variations like Dharma shows, or try to come onto one arm, come into your lotus. But keep your mind always fixed, if you can, your attention fixed on the space between your eyebrows. One last thing that I'll show those who want on the wall or on the chair. Bring your feet against the base of the chair or the wall. Take hold of the opposite elbows. You should be able to hold them easily. They should be underneath your shoulders, right in front of your knees. 2 inches. And then don't move your elbows. Bring your hands forward, interlace them, and place your head between your palms. Bring one foot on the wall or the base of the chair, the seat of the chair, I should say, and then bring the one foot behind you. All the way, hang the foot again towards the seat so that it's easier to balance with your legs or when your body's compact. Flex your feet, and see if you can pull your toes away from the seat of the chair or the wall. Keep pressing down into your forearms, especially your beginning, so you're distributing the weight between your forearms and the head, not all the way on the head distant. Right, those are going up in headstands, full headstands. No matter whether the body is moving or still, keep your attention in the space between your eyebrows. Train your mind to be one-pointed. If you bring your legs into lotus, you might even bring the mind into even more one-pointedness. If the stay in a pose is longer, nor is the mind to settle into quietness. Now, slowly start to make the transition back to come out of the pose. Very softly, mindfully. No jerks again. Come back down into child's pose. Rest once you're there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Remove all fatigue, all efforts. And roll your way up. So into shoulder stand next. Keep the transition smooth. Remember, moving as though you're in a dream. Scoot your seat forward. The more you move with agitation, with abruptness and loudness, the more the mind becomes agitated. So come into your baby plow to start. Just bring your legs up. When feet come up, your hips are over your shoulders. Bring your hands to your back and bring your feet behind your head. So stay here for a moment. Try to get your hips all the way up over your shoulders. Join your hands behind your back. Pull your arms all the way back if you can behind your body. Bring your wrists together so your elbows come closer. Prepare for Shavasana. Bring your hands on your back. If you can, raise one leg up, right up to the sky, towards the line of your chin, and then bring the other leg up to follow. Now, it might not always look like this, depending on your level. Sometimes your elbows might be at the side, sometimes your legs might be inclined. Perhaps you even would prefer to rest, to stay in baby plow. It's all perfect. Find the stillness now. Bring attention to the space between your eyebrows. If you have lotus, do it now. Full lotus. And then push into your thighs. Try to get your knees higher than your shoulders. Concentrate on the seat of divine perception, looking this into the foreground.
time your mind starts to wander, just keep bringing it back. Be like the witness, unconcerned, undisturbed. So if you're reverse, remember the Shavasana next. Bring loose against your body. Try to join your hands around your legs, bring your arms around your legs. Try to hold your hands underneath your seat. If you don't have a lotus, come back into plow. Feet behind your head. If your feet don't touch down, keep your hands on the back. If you'd rather, you can also bring your thighs against your body and knees on either side of your head. When you see yourself making progress, it stokes you in the fire, your tapas, your passion for the practice, and then you feel motivated to keep with the practice, to adhere to the practice, especially when you know that it's doing good for all beings. Use that as a motivation as well, to fuel your tapas, your inner fire. Getting ready to come out of the pose. Bring your hands behind your back, palms down. Bring your hands as close together as possible. Your thumbtips touching, your index fingers touching. Keep your legs as close to the body and as much of the way down as possible. So again, you land softly with control. Eventually your feet will land on your wrists. Keep bringing your legs down to about halfway down, and then once you're halfway down, lift your back up off the ground. Pull the elbows in a little bit closer behind towards one another, behind the back. Point the toes, charge your legs, push your chest up. Top of it comes down. If it's too much, bring your legs down. Now breathe very fast in those. Keep your head where it is. Place your feet down on the ground close to your seat, in front of your seat. Edge the feet around your hips. Urdhva Dhanurasana. If you know it's too much, do bridge pose. Otherwise, take your fingertips on either side of the head, behind the head a little bit. Lift your back up off the ground. Your seat, and then bring your head in a little bit closer towards the feet. Turn your hands around. Fingers facing towards the heels. And now, hold your breath and lift your head up off the ground. Push into the ground. Rock back and forth if you like. Work the pose. Try to straighten your arms and legs. Get higher. Walk your hands towards your feet if more flexible. Lift your heels. Reach. Stretch, stretch, stretch. If you're in bridge pose, try to get your chest right against your chin. Your chest looks like a wall. Your shins are parallel. Your knees are not over your toes. They're behind your toes, your back's knees, and off your heels. Good. Stay a little bit longer if you can in the pose. Angry determination. Surrender to the pose. And lower down softly. So take a moment here. Breathe into the skin. Inhale, charge the body up. Bring the best of the best. Exhale, send it all the way through. Feel rejuvenated, feel charged. Now, come up to seated position and which way you'd like. Left leg is out in front, right foot. Take hold into the foot and just swing it back and forth like a door on the head. Loose hinge. Take the foot, both hands, push it back behind your body, underneath your arm. And then leg cradle, bring the leg across the chest if you can. If you can either hold it with your left hand or bring the foot to the crook of the arm, the right elbow just underneath the knee, and you hold your leg right against your chest, close to your collarbone. If you're flexible, the heel's on the same line as the knee. If it's too much, you bring heel down towards the left hip. From here, bring the foot up. Try to get your knee in front, your shoulder in front of the knee. So push the back of the arm. Try not to hunch down. Keep your back straighter. And then if you can use a strap if you like. Take a strap and you can hold it further away, like towards the end of the strap, so you have more extension, more slack. As you get more flexible, you move your hand towards the foot. You can hold underneath the heel, or take hold of the foot from the outside, over the foot, and from the outside. Bring the right hand back and stretch your leg all the way back. Try to get your leg behind your shoulder. Be very flexible. Tuck your chin in. Pull the foot towards the left. So you can get your leg under behind your head. Another way to get into this is on your back. So you just roll onto your back. Your left knee comes in towards your shoulder as well. You keep wiggling. You have to push in the back of the knee so the right knee comes close to your ear. Lift your shoulders up off the mat. Pull the foot towards the ground behind you. Pull it towards the left. You eventually be able to get your leg behind your head. You can keep your left knee in. Very flexible. Take both legs back behind your head. Cross your feet behind your head. Push with the backs of both into the backs of both knees. Cross your ankles over your head, and then use the backs of your arms to push your feet further back behind your head. Yoga Nidra. Not important if you don't get here, but if you can get here, it's a powerful pose. Breathe from the base of the spine to the crown and back down on the exhale to the base of the spine. Go from here, release. Come back up. Leg curl on the other side. Extend the right leg. Start with your leg. Swing from side to side. Take the foot in both hands and push it underneath your arm, behind your back. Then across the chest again, leg cradle, the foot in the right hand, and holding the left knee with the left hand, or take the foot in the crook of the arm, the elbow comes just underneath the line of the knee, and clasp your hands together in front of your shin, pull the leg right against your chest, keep your back straight, try not to hunch. Stay tall and supine. And push your foot back out in front. Left shoulder comes in front of your knee and push it back behind you. Try to get your knee all the way back. Your leg behind your shoulder. And again, you can use a strap if you like. See if you can get your leg to straighten your left leg. Left hand turns, fingers facing away. You can take hold of the heel if you like and push it up or across the front of the foot to the outer edge of the foot and get the leg all the way up. Straighten your leg as much as you can. Lean back if you have flexibility. The more you can get your leg behind your head, the more easy it is to get your leg behind your head. The more you can get the leg behind your shoulder. Okay, so tuck your chin in, pull the foot towards the right, and see if you can get your leg to come behind your head. Or you roll on your back again. So this helps just to, when the body's more compact and you're on the ground, it's a little bit easier. Make as though you're about to go into plow. Push your left knee up from underneath. The knee is close to your shoulder. The knee is close to your ear, left ear, and then lift your shoulders up with the mat. Pull the foot back, the left foot, move it to the right, and you may be able to get your leg behind your head. Keep trying, keep moving, keep seeing yourself in the pose, but no attachment to results. Just do your best. Remember, that's an offering. You want to try happy baby, not happy baby. Well, you can do happy baby as a modification here. So if this is too much, you just stay here. If you want to do your Nidra, push against the backs of both knees, cross the ankles right over your forehead, and then push with the ankles all the way back. And then your feet will eventually come behind your head.
And then release. Extend your legs. Breathe in. Breathe out. So understand your limitations. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to refrain from going to a place where you know that is going to bring you to a place of injury. Push your body too hard and then you end up getting hurt. So remember again the offering. Remember what you're sending out there. The best, the benefits. Okay. So now let's come onto our fronts again for Cobra. Bending back the other way. You can take hold of the edge of the mat. You can stay here for the moment. Elbows under the shoulders and tug on the edge of the mat. Bring your chest forward, anchor down to the lower body. The feet together, the thighs anchor down. Feel heavy like the Sphinx. You stood the test of time. You can stay here the whole time. Or if you keep pulling on your mats, eventually lift your elbows up off the mat. Start to send your head back without losing your shoulder, without losing your neck. Drop your shoulders down, take your head back, curve your spine, and then eventually making the goal of the mat to come up higher. Keep curving your spine, bring your head back. Imagine trying to get your head over your seat. With that bit, you bring your hands closer. Keep your shoulders down, keep trying to move in a way that pushes chest forward so you don't crunch the lower back. If you fold the back body very sharply, like you fold a hose, you'll stop the energy flow, just like you stop the water flow in the hose. More flexible, come onto your fingertips, bring them close as possible to the body, and then get the head up nice and high. Lengthen the torso from the tops of the legs up, the whole body's up off the ground. Open up your legs a little bit. If you want, pushing your fingertips. Imagine, bring your feet up, imagine squeezing soft behind your knees. Perhaps the feet will find their way to the head. If not, don't worry about it. Just do your best. Visualize it. Sometimes it's anatomy that's not permitting to do it. Be unconcerned. Just do your best. Pose, come down, and relax. Breathe in, breathe out, all fatigue. Bend your legs up, bow pose, Dhammirasana. Take hold of one foot, raise it up, pull one foot, and then take your other hand to the foot. Come up, pull on the legs. The more you pull on the legs, the more thighs come up off the ground. Eventually, when you look up, you might see your toes above your head. You can rock a little bit if you like. Come all the way back onto your knees. Push your feet away from you. Surrender to the pose. Remember, if this is too much, take hold of the ankles. Just don't have to hold the ankles, but push your feet up and bring your arms up. Imagine you're skydiving. Press through the base of the toes. Good. Hold it a little bit longer. If you have a bow, come up higher. Pull. Lift the chest up. And then break the pose. Pull your heels in towards the seat. Release. Bring the forehead down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come back onto the hands. Right, so now, forearm balance. Make sure your elbows are a little bit closer in than the shoulders. Spread your fingers. Keep them hands close together. So this is an easy way to balance. If your elbows come out too much, then the whole body will sink down. So keep your elbows a little bit within between your shoulders a little bit closer. You can come with your feet on the wall again or the base of the chair. To start the same way as you did for your headstand. You bring your feet against the base of the wall. Make sure again your elbows are under your shoulders. Press your hands down and bring your foot on the chair or the wall. Bring one leg back. Again, easiest way to balance. And then keep looking a little bit beyond your fingertips. Pull your toes away. Keep your toes, your legs very bent, your toes flexed, your feet flexed. This helps to drive your body into a state of engaging your root muscles in your core. If it's too much, keep your head on the ground. You don't need a wall, don't use a wall. Try it without. If you're very flexible, you can try to move into scorpion. Advanced practitioners, you can go ahead. Sometimes if you're trying to get your foot closer to the head, it sometimes helps to push one foot into the knee, drop your foot, and then your foot will find your toes will find your head. If you're pushing into your thigh, you'll guide your foot more effectively to the head. And eventually, you'll be able to touch both toes to the head. It's a little bit more. You keep one leg straight, one leg. Keep both legs straight, not both legs straight, both legs bent. Again, to start, keep your body compact so that you can balance more easily. Push through the fingertips, push through the base of the fingers that heals your palms. Like you're gripping the ground like an insect grips a wall. Break the palms, child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe out, relax. Come to seated position. Bring the legs on the front. Legs are straight. Make sure that the heels stay together. Sometimes one foot tends to come in front of the other. Try to keep both heels together. Right hand right down to the back, behind your back. Left hand to the outside of the right shin. Inhale, push the lower back up and in. Turn to the right. Keep pushing actively against the shin. The outside of the shin. Keep your chest open, so it's not looking like this. It's not like lounging at the beach. Keep your back straight. And try to turn the whole torso. Feel the torso turning from the hips all the way up. Come back to the center. Change sides. It's not just the eyes that turn. Visualize the spine rotating, spiraling upwards. If you use your imagination, you can achieve, perhaps the body will want to go maybe go a little bit further just with a visualization of what is happening. Chest is open. Break the pose, lie down on the back, Shavasana. Make your way down softly on your back. And once you're on the back, relax. Let go of all fatigue. Imagine that all the muscles instantly dissolved. Everything softens. The flesh hanging from the bones. The body becomes heavier and heavier. Everything's sinking down. Let go of all tension, let go of all effort. Make yourself receptive to receiving all the gifts of the practice, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Accept it all with gratitude. Imagine being infused by great beams of light and energy that brings in everything you need. It comes in fuller force as a result of you offering up your efforts and your practice. The more good you put out there, the more good karma you attract to yourself. Use this also to fuel your motivation to adhere to the practice, to adhere to ethical rules. For it is through the ethical rules, the observance of the ethical rules, yama and niyama, first and foremost compassion, that allows allows you to stay in a way that is, and comport yourself in a way that's favorable, that brings about favorable circumstances to you as well. All actions outward fueled by compassion and love. Stay with this intention and remember that the practice doesn't end when you leave the mat. It continues in your day-to-day life. In all your interactions, continue to observe ahimsa, to observe compassion, and to exercise compassion towards all beings, not just those who are easy to love, not just your family and friends. So now prepare to come back up in acknowledgement of that mission. Return to seated position now. Close the practice with Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Instill the peace within, centered to all beings everywhere. Shanti Shanti Shanti. Be receptive to the grace of God. All is within. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. Have a wonderful day. Much love. And I hope to practice with you again soon.